The power belongs to the people. Politicians do have to think about what we say.
Just very quickly, how on earth do you sleep at night?
I've always been able to sleep okay.
Dodgy Dave.
We can change public services. Public services.
Education.
Education.
Specialist schools.
Special schools.
In China and India.
India and China, 8 years. 8 years.
Aspirations.
Aspiration.
And courage.
Courage.
Million.
Fringe.
Never.
Change.
Change. Change again. In turn. But time. Change. Change is marching on again.
That's got to change.
What change? Dodgy Dave.
Just very quickly, how on earth do you sleep at night?
I've always been able to sleep okay. I'd like to take this opportunity to say very clearly to any pensioner in the audience, anyone listening at home, that we will keep the pension credit, we'll keep the winter fuel allowance, we'll keep the free bus pass. Pure and simple lies. Pure and simple lies. Pure and simple lies.
There it's all just a little bit of history repeated.
Dodgy Dave.
There is a difference between tax evasion, which is illegal and should be pursued by the full force of the law, and then there is tax avoidance, which is perfectly legal and okay. Where people are parking huge amounts of money offshore and taking loans back to just minimize their tax rates, it is not morally acceptable. And I put it like this, think of all those people who work hard, who pay their taxes, and out of that post-tax income save up to go and see Jimmy Carr. He's taking that money and stuffing it into something where he doesn't have to pay taxes. That is not fair. That is not right.
Morally repugnant?
I pick my terms carefully, but it isn't morally right to do that. Stocks and shares in the past, quite naturally, as my father was a stockbroker. I sold them all in 2010. Pure and simple lies. Pure and simple lies. I wanted, if I was going to become Prime Minister, I don't want anyone to say you've got other agendas or vested interests or all the rest of it. And I did. Samantha and I had a joint account and we owned 5,000 units. Pure and simple lies. Pure and simple lies. It's in Blairmore Investment Trust, which we sold in January. Pure and simple lies. Pure and simple lies.
Dodgy Dave.
2010. That was worth something like £30,000. Pure and simple lies. Pure and simple lies.
Was there a profit on it?
I paid income tax on the dividend. Pure and simple lies. Pure and simple lies.
David Cameron is an idiot, okay?
But there was a profit on it, but it was less than the capital gains tax
Dodgy Dave.
allowance, so I didn't pay capital gains tax, but it was subject to all the UK taxes in all the normal way. So pure and simple lies. Pure and simple lies. He left me some money, very generously, quite a lot of money, and I've been able to...
Can you tell us how much?
I think it was published at the time. Pure and simple lies. Pure and simple lies. It was £300,000. It was published at the time, as these things are. I obviously can't, point to every source of every bit of the money, and Dad's not around for me to ask the question. Pure and simple lies. Pure and simple lies.
David Cameron is an idiot, okay?
Does the Prime Minister recall that at the time after he became Prime Minister under the coalition, and at the time when he was dividing the nation between strivers and scroungers, I asked him a very important question about the windfall he received when he wrote off the mortgage of the premises in Notting Hill, and I said to him he didn't write off the mortgage of the one the taxpayers were helping to pay for at Oxford. I didn't receive a proper answer then, Maybe Dodgy Dave will answer it now.
First of all, we should celebrate the success of the privatisation of this business. It's not only good for its employees who become shareholders, it's not only good for the shareholders who now own this company, it's going to be good for the company itself. Royal Mail's in a very competitive market. It can now access capital.
So it was priced at £3.30 a share when the government sold it to the public. But when trading in Royal Mail shares began this morning, they soon leapt to £4.50, a potential loss to the taxpayer of £700 million.
Dodgy Dave.
Pure and simple lies. Pure and simple lies.